I was a bill collector for years. I mean, a long time. And you know what the gag is? The gag is the whole time that I was calling people saying, hey girl, it's me. Remember that bill you forgot to pay? Well, what's up? I was getting those same phone calls from bill collectors. And it was funny because I actually got fired from a collections job. I worked there forever, for years, like 6, 7, 8 years. And I got fired for having bad credit. Seriously. So I was great bill collector. You know, I'd call people. I mean, I didn't follow their rules, but I accomplished their goals. And what I mean by that is they wanted us to make, 100 calls a day and collect X amount of dollars a day. And I always collected the money, but I didn't make the amount of calls. And that made management mad because according to them, it should take this amount of work to accomplish this amount of production, let's say. And I'm always looking for ways to work smarter and not harder. And being that I was in collections myself, I knew what it was like, and the job description was completely out of alignment with me and my heart. There was no way on earth that I was going to call somebody 3, 4, 5 times a day about a bill that I know they can't pay. Want me to tell you why? Because I hated getting those phone calls. I hated seeing that number pop up and blocking it and they calling me from. There was no way that I can do that. So even though the role was out of alignment, I was able to accomplish the goal that they needed from me so that I can keep my job. And I'll tell you how I get fired later. But I was able to switch that around to something that was in alignment with me. And how I did that is I became the bill collector that I needed. I became the person that my clients wanted to talk to. I called them and spoke to them like they were real people. And I was the one like, hey girl, it's me. I'm calling from Wootaboo. And they would respond with, yeah, I don't have the money. And I understood that because I didn't have the money either. I understood it. And what I did was I helped them to think about their finances differently. So basically, I was changing their energetic mindset and helping them to rearrange how they thought about money and put them in a position where they were in abundance. And I didn't even know it. I didn't know anything about any of this work that I'm doing right now. I had no idea, but I was helping them to see, okay, how'd you get in this situation? I became their counselor. How'd you get in this situation? Like, what happened? Okay, well, what's the benefit of getting out? I helped them by asking questions that helped them dig out of the hole that they were in and to look at their future in a brighter light than what they were able to see because they were drowning in debt. And 9 times out of 10, they were able to shift their mindset and come out of the darkness that they thought they had and see the light, because in duality, when there's dark, there's always light. It's just a matter of where your focus is. I was able to help them focus on the light, on the possibility and the positiveness. And they were able to pay their bills and get out of debt. And boom, I was able to keep my job because they were paying me. But I was in trouble for talking on the phone too long because then we're chopping it up. I'm asking about the kid's birthday and, how their husbands, how their relationships are doing. I ended up counseling them on their relationship and how to get that right. And I help people find new jobs and write resumes. And I'm sending them links to Indeed. And back then it was like Monster Jobs and Yahoo Jobs on how they can better their lives as a whole. Because they're a whole entire person. They're not just this person who couldn't pay this bill this day. They were a whole entire person. And management hated it, so I had to get up out of there. Actually, they kicked me out of there. And then the funny thing is they kicked me out for having bad credit. So I'm doing great. My numbers are great. my phone calls are down, but my numbers are great. So it was like a catch-22. What do you want me to do? Make more phone calls and collect less money? Like, what is it? Why are we having this conversation here? You know, and I fell on hard times, harder than usual. I was being evicted and it was stressing me the shit out, okay? I didn't know what to do. I was Googling stuff all day long, and I figured out how to respond to the eviction. And there was a system to where when you picked up the phone, it would record your screen. And so I'm making my calls and doing my work, but as I'm making my calls, I'm responding to this eviction suit. Okay. And they caught that on recording, and that's why they fired me. They fired me when I was losing my place to live, so now I don't have a job. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That's how out of alignment that whole industry was for me. And, you know, I tried to find another job. I tried to, you know, apply for other places, but no one would hire me because, you know, my resume was collections for 10 years and I'm the top 3%. I'm number one in the department. And so any other role was thinking that in order to be successful as a bill collector, you have to be an asshole. So I couldn't get another job. So my energy working at a place that was out of alignment had me vibrating at a low level to where I couldn't even get a job that was at a higher vibration because I wasn't a match for it. I wasn't a match for it. So I get fired, and that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Okay? I'm telling you, the way the universe works, it is magical, okay? That was the best thing that ever happened to me. I got fired. I was able to handle my eviction. I went to court, represented myself, stopped the eviction, got the time I needed, paid the rent current with my final check, okay? Because I got all my vacation, it's not sick time, all my vacation. I had stock in the company, got all that, paid my rent current for like a month or two, boom, started looking. Now that raised my vibration. Now I'm feeling better. Now I'm vibrating higher. My energy is different. I'm not at this place that I hate going to, that talking to me crazy every day, even though I'm doing what they're saying, but I have to do it my way because can't nobody switch me up. Okay. So now I'm arguing with them about my integrity, and no, I'm not doing that. They were trying to get me. I was not doing that. Okay, I had to stay within my heart circumference, and I was not doing that. I'm not calling these people 1,000 times a day. When they don't have the money, I'm going to call them on Friday when they get paid like they asked me to do. And I'm out of that place. You know, I finally sat still, and I found a job that just propelled my life. I found a job in a complete different industry, and I ended up teaching people about credit and budgeting and mindset and how to buy a house. And if I wouldn't have gotten fired, that wouldn't have given me the opportunity to regroup and reset my energy. And I wouldn't have been at the level that was parallel to this role in my life. It's important that you understand that you cannot manifest something if it's out of alignment. If you're constantly in a state of stress, worry, anger, acting out of a place of hate, it's going to seem like that's all you receive. And it's because that's what you're putting out into the world, and that's what's in alignment with you. The key, the trick, the magic in manifestation is to learn how to pull yourself back, how to open up your heart, how to lead with love and raise your vibration. If you need help with those simple steps, with raising your vibration, with manifesting positivity and goodness and loving things in your life, send me a message, DM me. I have a program that's perfect for you. If you need one-on-one help with that, we can set that up too. Don't spend your life feeling that everything is bad and nothing good can come from it. I'm here to tell you, I've had the worst things go on, okay? I remember thinking that I had the worst luck in life, that only horrible things happen to me. And look at me now. I'm living in complete abundance. There's not nothing that I don't have that I want. And you can do the same thing. And I can help you.